Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. I want to talk about this really great book here called Fortress of the Muslim, Invocations from the Qur'an and Sunnah. You can find it in different languages. It's Hisnul Muslim, and in French it will be La Forteresse du Musulman. Really, really beautiful book. I think it's a must-have. It's really a must-have. Keep it in your purse. Keep it on you, especially if you did not memorize all these du'as. But at the end of the book, it says here the Prophet ﷺ used to teach him how to pray. Then he would instruct him to invoke Allah with the following words: Allahumma ghfirli warhamni wahdini wa'afini warzuqni. Oh Allah, forgive me, have mercy on me, and guide me, and give me good health, and provide for me. This is such an easy dua to make that we could just be making every time we think about it. Allahumma ghfirli warhamni wahdini wa'afini warzuqni. Very comprehensive, very short, very easy to say, and I think it's easy to memorize as well. Just wanted to share with my sisters. Assalamu alaikum.
Lately, there are three things that I'm doing. Alhamdulillah, I'm trying to make it a habit. I'm making dua that it sticks. So far, so good. Is that I'm reading Mulk, Surah Al-Sajda, and Surah Al-Yasin every night. And when I was reading it, I was like, subhanallah. So I start with Sajda because Sajda is the 32nd chapter. And already between Sajda and Mulk, as I taught Surah Al-Sajda, I could see a lot of similarities. But now that I added Yasin in it, I just wanted you to just see what I saw yesterday. And I was like, Okay, so Surah Yasin ends with this ayah. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. فسبحان الذي بيده ملكوت كل شيء وإليه ترجعون. Okay, I'm gonna say it again. فسبحان الذي بيده ملكوت كل شيء وإليه ترجعون. Okay, so that's the ayah 83. And so I finished Surah Yasin and I moved on to Surah Al-Mulk. تبارك الذي بيده الملك وهو على كل شيء قدير. Do you see how similar it sounds? And I was like, I said, Imam, look, بيده ملكوت بيده الملك. It was just, and Tabaraka, Subhana, Ladhi, I mean, it's very, very similar. And I was like, I can't wait to do like some tadabbur about these three surah. Like, when I finish teaching, inshallah, Surah Yasin, my hope and goal is to kind of look at these three and maybe do a study of these three. But subhanallah, just wanted to share this with you guys. Yeah, I'm ready to teach it. May Allah give us tawfiq.
This is our next surah in the Tajweed class on Saturdays, bi'idhnillah. Excited! Also in June, a couple of classes are coming up. So the second quarter of Getting to Know Allah. I know sisters have been waiting for the second quarter to join live. June 13th is when we start, inshallah. Registration is live. Enjoy the sample from last week, inshallah.
Sacred and perfect, free from any deficiencies, okay? Al-Qudus is clean, free from any partner, spouse, or child. And this name, I need to go back to it again because people were not even in the class that I just mentioned briefly. And they were like, they keep talking to Al-Qudus with their kids who are a little bit perfectionist, So, mashallah, beautiful name of Allah. And so it's no point of us wasting energy in being perfectionist. The actually mistakes is how we're going to get better, right? All right, let's move on. All right, you can read it and type in
MashaAllah.
the one who does not want to see slaves in harm and therefore warns them. Question. Ultimate king, ruler, owner of all beings and the day of judgment.
This prayer made me cry so much.
Is the king who decides, yes, Ajatu, yes, Mariam. I think my test is too easy, y'all. Compared to last quarter, you guys are getting everything right.
No, we studied.
Yes.
We studied.
The last one, I didn't know the last class was a lesson, but I was ready for you.
So you came chilling, huh? Okay, servants of Al-Qarib. Also, we know that Qarib is the most near. So what is this picture telling you? What do you think I was saying here?
You're nearer to Allah when you're in sujood.
Yes, that's it. You're near to Allah when you're in sujood. Is when we're going to start seeking it, right? Oh my God, may Allah give us Laylatul Qadr. And so this is why I was telling sisters, I'm pacing myself. Subhanallah. So definitely do not play with Fridays and du'as. When drinking Zamzam water, so imagine you get up every night in the month of Ramadan for your suhoor. So you get up from sleep and you say, لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له له الملك وله الحمد وهو على كل شيء قدير Alhamdulillah wa subhanallah wa la ilaha illallah wallahu akbar wa la hawla wa la quwwata illa billah. Right? You say this and then you say Allahumma ghfirli and you make dua. The dua will be answered. And if you make wudu and pray, your prayer will be accepted. And this is in Bukhari. In this quarter one, sisters, was Al-Malik, 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 Al-Quddus, Al-Azim, Al-Qahhar, Al-Ra'uf, Al-Muqit, Al-Ghafur, Al-Ghaffar, Al-Afu, Al-Qarib. And mashallah, tabarakallah, you guys did really awesome on the test. So I am confident that you know these names well. Alhamdulillah. And so, mashallah, tabarakallah, we have the next quarter coming up in June 13th, inshallah, for another 10 weeks, quarter 2, 2020. I don't yet have it on the website, but inshallah, I will have it up tonight, bi'idhnillah. We're coming together again to learn and be inspired by his beautiful names and attributes.
So yes, mashallah, the link to the registration will be in the description below. It's open now, and June 13th is when we start. I cannot wait for another 10 weeks bi'idhnillah of going over the beautiful names of Allah Azza Wajal. Also, sisters, I really wanted to, this vlog this week, it was all about the fortress of the Muslim, the names of Allah, the remembrance, the dhikr, and the importance of it, how it's a fortress and it protects us. So when we go to the market, when we are sad, you know, what we say after we eat, after we, when we wake up. So really, really invest in this wonderful booklet. You will not regret bi'idhnillah. And coming up, our private group of Tadabbur, we are almost ready to start June 27th. This is a closed group, but mashallah, tabarakallah, I'll share the gems with you. This is an open group though. We start June 4th and registration is open. You know, sisters, it's one thing I have really learned to appreciate over this quarantine, and that is the sun. And so whenever it's sunny, I go outside and I try to get some sun in. This is my office today. I'm enjoying the sun and the fresh air, mashallah.
Say, sister, you didn't give me anything, but the way you talk to me, I feel like I'm okay. Thank you. Make dua for them.
Oh, beautiful. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Good morning, Yahya. Start with Bismillah. Yes, Bismillah. Alhamdulillah. Wa salatu wa salam ala Rasulillah. We are in Switzerland, y'all. Beautiful. Ah, mashallah. I heard so many good stuff about the landscape in Switzerland. I went to Geneva, but it was the city. I never went like you know, inside Switzerland, but this is really beautiful, subhanallah. And so it says here, do something today that your future self will thank you for. Do something today that your future self will thank you for. And we are day 14 of Ramadan, subhanallah. Subhanallah, day 14th of Ramadan. Amazing, just amazing. This is so in line with Al-An for you. Do something today, right now, that your future self will thank you for. You know, like in my coaching program, I talk about doing a future letter, like a letter to yourself, and like with things that you would like already, you know, the things that you truly desire, and you write the letter as if it happened. And so then when you write this letter, it's vivid, it's clear to you, and then you have to walk your way back to today, because you know, you're not gonna get there unless you take the path towards it, right? So knowing the destination is huge, and then walking your way back. So yeah, this is really a beautiful quote. I even have a poster in my bedroom with that particular quote. I have another one here, maybe you could see it. It's a little similar. Ask yourself if what you're doing today is getting you closer to where you want to be tomorrow. So talking about do something today that your future self will thank you for. This is a beautiful sister that I know. She she was inspired by me buying the tafsir of Sa'di, and she also received the same tafsir and was so excited. So she sent me this video. And so this is definitely doing something now that your future self will thank you for. You know, may Allah put barakah in her knowledge. May Allah put barakah in her reading of this tafsir and her studying of the Qur'an. Allahumma ameen. Assalamu alaikum.